Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for the most entertaining hour of your weekend. It's time for Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com with your hosts, Corey, Andrew, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits.
Welcome to Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com. My name is Corey. Hi. Welcome to episode 37 of Pixels and Bits of the Overshield.com. My name is Corey. I am your host, and I am joined by my co-hosts Manny and Tommy. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
And you're just gonna go with that cheesy line every time, Manny?
Or some variation of it.
Okay. All right, moving into the news desk. Hit the music.
Oh shit, we suck.
Damn it. Damn it, guys, back to the garage. Come on. All right. Now I got a new game announcement that was not at E3. Yeah, I know. Let's see. So, I believe this is actually a new PS3 exclusive. Yes, it is. It is a new Ratchet and Clank game.
Yay!
Are you serious?
Yeah, brand new Ratchet and Clank game, exclusive to the PlayStation 3, coming out later this fall. It is Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus.
Is it gonna tie into the movie?
I have no idea. But Insomnia says that they look out to make this one not suck. Moving on.
Well, let's hope so.
Now, if you were looking to pre-order a next-gen console, an Xbox One, a PS4, well, we can't really pre-order a Wii U at this point. So you might be running out of places to get one, because GameStop said that they are no longer taking PS4 pre-orders, period. So, and Best Buy is also not taking online orders for Xbox One. So if you're looking to get one, you best hurry your ass up and pre-order. Otherwise, you might probably have to wait till after Christmas, like a lot of people.
I'm actually surprised that Best Buy was like the company that's like people went to for the Xbox One.
I'm not really surprised, because Microsoft, American product, Best Buy, American company, da-da-da-da-da.
Well, I'm just surprised that the Xbox One sold on Best Buy first and not the PS4 at Best Buy Mall.
Well, I mean, no, the reason I say that is just like, well, because Best Buy is pretty much almost American exclusive. It's an exclusive to North America, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's true.
And whereas like GameStop and everything, they're worldwide. GameStop is in Europe, I believe, under EB Games in some regions.
Mm-hmm.
They own like that whole conglomerate and everything. They also own a lot of other chains in Europe. This is from my knowledge, so if I am wrong on any of this, column, correct me, please, because I know you listen to this. But since if you look at the stats numbers for Sony versus how Sony and Microsoft and how well they do in Europe, PlayStation outsold a Microsoft 2-1 in Europe. So worldwide, I am not surprised that GameStop is no longer taking PS4 pre-orders, just because Sony has a much more worldwide impact. Like, they're shipping in Asia, whereas Microsoft isn't.
Right.
Which I think that was kind of a bonehead move in the first place.
Well, didn't China have like ban consoles for a time, and now they just started to change that now?
Yes, that's actually moving into the next story.
Awesome.
China may, in fact, allow all the consoles we know and love to be imported. That's right. If you live in China and you are listening to this, ni hao ma.
Oh, jeez.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, not bad in your Chinese. My girlfriend would be proud, I guess.
that you may no longer have to buy those shitty like illegal copyright consoles that they have, like the iReady Go or the Mini Polystation 3 and the Edu.
Edu.
Yes.
I actually want to just get that and see how it plays.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks like someone from the 90s saw like what the PS3 was. It's like and took that what it looked like and tried to make it with 90s technology, and it just turns out so horribly bad. It looks really, really bad. But so if the ban is lifted, console manufacturers will need to follow a few restrictions set by the Chinese government, including but not limited to manufacturing the consoles to be sold in China exclusively in Shanghai and Shanghai only, as well as giving the Chinese government censorship control over what is released. I can understand the censorship because this is China, but why Shanghai only? Why only the capital?
Maybe as a test.
Wait, Shanghai is the capital, right?
No Beijing, buddy.
Oh, god damn it.
But when you have over 100 million people in Shanghai, I mean, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, Shanghai is one of the largest cities in the world. But Beijing, I think, is which is bigger, Shanghai or Beijing?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, that's a good question, man.
I believe Hong Kong's bigger than Shanghai too.
That I really can't give you the figures on that one.
It just confuses me why Shanghai only. That's all. It just
Maybe as a
seems
test.
kind of
Just a let the country test it out. The new import consoles is like, all right, we'll test this. Big populated.
We'll
city.
test if people still pirate this shit.
Yeah,
Which they will.
it's China. We don't know much. I mean, we don't know what they're thinking. I mean, so who knows? China Disneyland is gonna have like a Marvel Land theme area.
Well, I do know for a fact they recently just built a theme park that was completely dedicated to Bruce Lee. Like it's a Bruce Lee. There is a Bruce Lee amusement park.
Oh, that's
I
badass.
actually want to go to that.
Yeah.
Wait, you heard? Okay, speaking about like theme parks in China, or was it China or was it Japan? I don't know. That illegally made a theme park just based on World of Warcraft.
Yes, they did.
Was it China?
Yes, it was China.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yes, they did. I think it lasted a month.
Yeah, because it got leaked online. Like when it was open, someone posted the pictures from America.
But it's not like Blizzard could do anything.
I mean, it was already. They got the biggest balls.
There's no such thing as copyright in China. It does not exist.
I know.
Period. Anyways, moving on. We got new details for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15. Who is actually excited for those games? I am.
Oh, heck
I
yeah.
am.
Yeah.
Well, that was a meh, Tommy. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I was distracted. I didn't hear you. My friend just sent me a link for Best Buy. They're selling Deep Silver Metro's Last Light for a digital download for 1 penny.
What? What?
Yeah.
What? Send me that coupon right now.
I'll send you that link right now. Yeah, so you know I'm not bullshit.
Yes, people, this is important enough to be recorded.
Yeah. Look. Click on the link right now. I swear. I'm not lying.
Sold out. Shit.
Really? You tried already?
Shit.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And I just paid $10 to rent it too.
Oh wow. Sorry to get your hopes up for that split second.
As you can see, people, Tommy does indeed crush people's dreams every now and then.
I do that.
Anyways, moving back to Final Fantasy 15, which is going to be awesome.
Oh yes.
Now, Square announced that the production will be in the hands of Tetsuya Nomura, who pretty much made all the Kingdom Hearts games. It's not going to be the guy who made Final Fantasy 13. Thank freaking God.
Well, I know, thank goodness. But weren't they the creators of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children?
I couldn't give a shit is I don't want them to make anything more Final Fantasy stuff. If Tetsuya Nomura pulls this off, make him make both Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy for the rest of his fucking life. Because he's like the new god of Square. But if you're wondering what the whole deal with Final Fantasy 15 is, and what the story is, here you go. Final Fantasy 15 involves a full-scale war between the kingdoms of Lucas and Niflheim. Noctis, Lucius Callium, heir to the throne of Lucas, rejects the conventions of royalty and is seen as a renegade, yet he is quick to defend those loyal to him. He possesses a mystical power to see heavenly light, allowing him to sense when others die. Which, if you don't know what Noct, is the main character you play as. So, yeah. And then Gladio Amisita? God, they went all Italian on this shit.
Yeah.
Is a lord from the noble House Amisita, is sworn to protect and the crown and Noct. He is close friends with the heir of Lucas and performs his duty out of sense of brotherhood. And it just does a bunch of other stuff for other characters saying, oh yeah, here's this guy, there's this guy, here's this guy. I'm just like, okay, I don't give a shit. So yeah, there you go. That's what's new with Final Fantasy 15. If you're wondering what's new with Kingdom Hearts 3, they released a screenshot saying, oh, guess what? Doofy and Gonald are back together with Did they say Doofy and Gonald?
Yeah.
You did. I was like, what?
You guys gotta stop me on this shit.
Why? When it's hilarious.
I was gonna let it slip.
Alright, Donald and Goofy.
There you go.
Are in the game, so there you go. But more Kingdom Hearts 3 news. The director Tetsuya Nomura has interest in bringing the Star Wars universe into Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm down.
Who else is going like, fuck yeah right now?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Oh, come on, this just sounds like awesome. Keyblade lightsabers? Anybody? Come on.
Yes.
And then like Donald becomes R2D2.
Wait, didn't the Disney
C3PO?
Wait, didn't the Disney toys already have like their characters dressed up as Star Wars characters? So maybe we can see those in the game.
Yeah, we might see that too. I mean, we might see King Mickey as Yoda.
I'm like the only one face palming on this. Come on.
Really?
Come on, really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
What, you think Star Wars is too forward for Kingdom Hearts?
Oh no, it's the whole fusion of the Disney characters and Stormtrooper outfits.
Oh, come on. Angry Birds did it already.
Yeah,
Family
I
Guy
know.
Did it already.
I don't know, I guess I'm
And Angry Birds is awful.
Yeah, that would happen.
But yeah, quote unquote, when Tetsuya Nomura heard the news that Disney had acquired Star Wars, quote unquote, says, when I heard the news, I was like, wow. Yes, this is how they think, I guess. Yeah, obviously it's going to be great if we could add it, but like I said, there are a lot of restrictions and rules by Disney, so we don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, we'll see. I swear to God, if Disney says no to not including that, they're fucking stupid.
Well, maybe no for right now.
Oh, come on! Disney is like hugely expanding Star Wars. They got the new movies coming out. There's now a rumor that that the new theme park they're building is the Star Wars one.
Wait, they're building a new theme park in Orlando?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, please let me Star Wars.
Star Wars Land, people.
Well-
Star Wars Land.
Well, there was a rumor that they were going to do that with Marvel, so maybe it could
Have
be the
your
Marvel.
kids fall into the Sarlacc pit.
No.
Get a picture next to Dark Sidious.
Oh, that would be awesome. No. I actually heard a rumor that they're expanding it, like, for the Hollywood park, the Disney Hollywood. Sort of like
Really?
Cars Land, but it's going to be a Star Wars land.
Well, they already have one there, I believe, actually.
Well, yeah, because the Star Tours is right there
Yeah.
at the Hollywood one. So they're just going to expand that area and make it like one giant Star Wars area.
By the way, how is Disneyland? I've never been there.
I never been. Well, that's Disney World in Florida.
Well, that's Disney World you're thinking of, but have you been to Disneyland?
Of course, I live
Oh,
in
yeah.
California. Yeah, of course.
Wait, Manny, you been to Disneyland?
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I used to go there at least once a year. But I think the last time I went was back in, 2009, 2008?
Shit, I haven't been to Disney World since 2001.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I literally went to Disney World on the 100th anniversary of Disney. So they did a special event to where they gave out only like 4,000 tickets to get into the midnight opening for Magic Kingdom on Walt Disney's birthday. So at midnight they opened the gates and there was like no lines, so you can go and like ride whatever rides you wanted to with no lines. So I rode like Space Mountain like 10 times.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting really off topic.
Well, still Star Wars, but hey.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars, man. Now, little bad news from Nintendo. Shigeru Miyamoto has left Nintendo. No, thank God.
Oh my god.
It's like, I know, I give Manny a heart attack. I'm sorry. Alright, so Miyamoto says that the reason that there's not a lot of Wii U games right now is because they underestimated the amount of manpower needed to make HD games. That would make sense. That would really make sense why, like, we haven't seen Pikmin yet.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they announced it 2 years ago.
It was supposed to be a launch title, right? Or
Yeah, it was. And then they said, oh, it's going to be Q1, then Q2. Now it's this fall. And it's just like, god damn, Nintendo. Really? I've never, like, delaying a game a whole year? Ugh. They did that with, last time there was a delay like that was when they were making Twilight Princess.
yeah.
And they delayed, it was supposed to come out in 2005. But they were making the Wii U, and they got the word saying, hey, we need to make a Wii U version, so they delayed it so they could release the game simultaneously. Which I guess ended up working pretty well. But, quote-unquote, Miyamoto said, we may have underestimated the scale of this change. As a result, the overall software development took more time than originally anticipated, just as we tried to polish the software at the completion phase of development. So they pretty much underestimated the manpower that it took to polish games, well, specifically HD games, which do require a hell of a lot of polish. But, I don't know, you guys kind of agree with Miyamoto here?
Yeah. I mean, he underestimated it. I mean, and then they suffer for it, obviously, with the Wii U sales.
Well, obviously.
I mean,
I think what they need is they need to get that Mario Kart game and the Smash Brothers game out as soon as freaking possible.
I was just waiting for those games to come out.
That's what's gonna sell. That's what's gonna sell the Wii U.
Mm-hmm. I was just waiting for that game to come out, then I was gonna purchase it.
You're gonna purchase it?
Yeah, I want it. I want the Wii U.
I want the here's the game that's actually drawing me a lot right now is that Wind Waker HD remake. Just because I hear that Aonuma came out and said, oh yeah, the stuff that we didn't have time to include into the original Wind Waker, we now had time to tweak and stuff like that, so the game will be a little bit different. There may be a new dungeon for who knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monster Hunter 3, man.
Well, Monster Hunter 4 is coming to Wii U exclusive.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2, right? Yeah.
Oh,
that's right.
Love Bayonetta.
Yeah, there you go.
Who here actually played Bayonetta? Raise your hand.
No one can see, but I never played it.
Me neither.
Really? I'm the only one?
You're the only one.
God, that game was awesome.
I saw a little video, and it was just her dancing at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that was really the important video.
It was. She does a lot of dancing.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, since Andrew just reviewed, what was it, Make It Rain, he'll love Bayonetta.
He's the one that recommended that game to me, so obviously he has played it.
Oh, really?
I assume he has if he's recommending it to me.
Alright.
I told him she's a very hairy chick.
You never know with Andrew.
Yeah, he can just surprise you and play good games.
Anyways,
We're sorry, Andrew. We gave you crap.
No, their story. Even though we haven't talked about THQ for a while because they're gone, we got some THQ news.
Okay.
don't know how this is happening. Sega has chosen to sue THQ for nearly $1 million over Company of Heroes 2.
Why?
Yeah, really.
It's like beating a dead horse right now. Sega is suing the publisher for $941,000. The reason? Since Sega now owns Company of Heroes 2 license, they want all the pre-order money. They want all the pre-order money that was collected for the game after THQ filed for bankruptcy. Huh? Well, how are you gonna get this money from a company that doesn't exist?
I know. Idiot.
Yeah.
I feel so sorry for THQ at this point. God damn.
Oh, the misfortune.
They were a company that did not deserve to die. They made good games.
Yeah.
They made good games, just nobody bought them. It sucks. That really freaking sucks.
Saints Row the Third, man. I was hooked on that game.
I'm looking so forward to Saints Row 4. I mean, come on, this is going to be the most American game ever.
It really is.
It's the president of the United States with superpowers, and you fight aliens. You get a jet that's shaped like an eagle, and that has the bald eagle painted all over it, and that's apparently your personal plane. And then you get something called the America gun, which is a shotgun, minigun, flamethrower, rocket launcher, and I believe a guided missile launcher.
Jeez. Yep, that's very America right there.
America.
Well, I like how Saints Row. I know, like in the past Saints Row games, they were similar to Grand Theft Auto, and obviously Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming out, and they just know that people will be playing.
These games could not be farther apart.
I know, no, but I mean not with this goofiness of Saints Row, but I'm just saying like they know like they had to go extremely goofy and very different just so they can have some difference to people play both games.
Yeah.
Although I gotta say, towards the end there, though, some games like Homefront, I mean, for someone like me who was really hyped about it, came to be a real disappointment. And I know, part of that has to blame for Chaos Studios, but
Yeah, that's all in Chaos.
yeah.
But I have to get I admire THQ for giving Darksiders life. I mean,
yeah.
that seemed like something that nobody else would have want to pick up on. Because I mean, it is a game with a lot of religious symbology and symbology, and most countries will actually ban games on the spot for having that. So I don't know. I think it's I think it's sad for THQ that this is happening, even though they're dead and have been dead for months. Anyways, moving on. More bad Nintendo news. Because they pulled a dick move. They pulled an X-Bone.
Oh, jeez.
Nintendo. Okay, so who here knows what Evo is?
Oh.
The big fighting game competition?
Oh yeah, in Vegas.
Oh.
I got a couple buddies doing that.
Well, one of the games that they're doing one of the new games they're doing this year is Super Smash Bros. Melee. And originally, they were going to stream it live all over the web and everything. So basically the Ultimate Smash Bros. Championship streamed live so everybody can watch. Well, Nintendo brought the hammer down and said, no, you guys cannot stream it. And they actually at one point tried to get the game removed altogether, even though the game, but the whole reason the game is even in there in the first place is because Evo did a charity fund, and basically people would nominate games and put money behind them, and what game had the highest money behind it would be picked for Evo. So in Smash Brothers 1, I think second place was actually Skullgirls.
Uh-huh.
And so yeah, Nintendo basically did a dick move. Well, fans were really freaking pissed about this, and literally just hours after the announcement that the stream was taken down, Evo said that Nintendo allowed them to put it back up.
The power of fans. Don't underestimate us.
No, don't fuck with the fans.
Exactly.
Speaking of fans, some fans we're not a fan, haha, of
No pun intended,
we're not
right?
a fan. Yeah, no pun intended. We're not a fan of Microsoft reversing their DRM policy. Some people actually liked those restrictions.
I have come to accept it, but I mean, I didn't like it.
So yeah, someone is starting an online petition on change.org to bring back the restrictions that were originally on the Xbox One, such as the 24-hour internet chicken, the mandatory installs, the sharing restrictions and region locking, and also possibly anti-used games measures.
So a Sony fan did this.
Yeah, someone's trolling.
This has to be a troll.
I think it
Exactly.
is.
It started
Yeah.
by David Fontenot. He says, quote unquote, in his petition, this was to be the future of entertainment, a new wave of gaming where you can buy games digitally, then trade, share, or sell those digital licenses. Essentially, it was Steam for Xbox, but consumers were uninformed and railed against it, and it was taken away because Sony took advantage of consumers' uncertainty. This guy's retarded,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Does he wear a helmet?
I think I'm really curious. Where the hell did he get the idea you can share digital licenses or trade?
Well, you can trade once.
You can trade once.
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Just once.
Oh my god, that's so much freedom.
Oh my gosh.
That's such bullshit. Really.
It's a Sony person. It has to be.
Ah.
And of course, the people that are signing the petition are obviously Sony people.
Yeah.
They have to be. That's just to like, oh, this would be funny. I really like. What if it actually works? Okay, let me just sign it. It's.
I can't see. There's no way in hell a used market works digitally. That's impossible.
I know. But it got like 12,000 signatures already, didn't it? Yeah.
When I wrote this article, it had 5,200 signatures.
Yeah, I think IGN just
And
updated.
now, holy shit.
Yeah, am I right?
There's 16,479. The fuck?
I think it's the biggest troll in history.
Yeah.
Yes, it has to be. This is ridiculous. Anyways, yeah. So this guy's a complete dumbass.
Yeah. Well,
He's either a complete dumbass with this head so stuck far up Microsoft's ass that he's probably covers himself with surfaces.
or it could be a Sony fan, or it could be an actual Xbox and Microsoft employee.
Could be.
Yeah, it's a mystery.
If you actually like reverse the letters in David Fontenot's name, it spells Bill Gates.
It spells out I am Lord Voldemort. Harry Potter reference. If you did not get that, shame on you.
Final story, a bit of sad news. Ryan Davis, one of the leaders of GiantBomb.com, has passed away at the age of 34. So, for those who don't know, Ryan, he was one of the leaders behind GiantBomb.com. He had a very, what's the word, bubbly personality, and he seemed like a very fun guy and everything. But he always was a very articulate in his arguments. So I thought he was a really cool journalist, and I think it sucks that he died. I know he actually just got he died 3 days after he got married.
So sad.
Oh, that is rough.
So let's have a moment of silence for Ryan Davis of Giant Bomb. Alright. Now, it's time to move on to the middle segment, which is, since we're halfway through the game year, I think let's discuss what our picks for Game of the Year are so far. Now, keep in mind, our choices would be different from yours. We haven't played every game. For example, none of us have played The Last of Us yet, so none of us are going to say it.
No.
Okay.
So if anybody's like, well, why did you say The Last of Us? Well, I haven't played it.
So it's obviously it's a game that came out in 2013.
Yes, it has to have come out in 2013.
Oh wow, okay. That's gonna be
Okay,
tough for me.
You haven't played that? Wait, you haven't played anything in the past 6 months?
Anything new? The only new game is
I'm gonna have to
Phantom
look
Breaker Battlegrounds.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only 2013 game I played, I think. Yeah.
Well, let's see. What do I got here?
So
on the library?
I think I'm gonna go with Phantom Breaker, and it's a fun game. It's a fun beat 'em up game. I do recommend that game.
Oh, let's see.
Because Fez came out in 2011,
I haven't
right?
I haven't picked up that many games. I got Lara Croft's Tomb Raider. I have
I haven't played
Bioshock
that.
Infinite. I played, unfortunately, Aliens Colonial Marines. I had
Oh,
the new
I know mine.
I had the Shimigami Tensei Soul Hackers, which came out in I think March. And I also have Luigi's Mansion and Fire Emblem. But if I was gonna pick my favorite, like my top three, number 3 would be. Shit, this is actually really, really hard for me right now. No, I'm not lying.
No,
really.
no, 'cause you play some good games.
Tomb Raider would be number 3. Number 2 would be Fire Emblem Awakening, and the number 1 for me is Injustice: Gods Among
Oh,
Us.
you, Corey.
See, I haven't played that
What?
game. I haven't.
That was a really,
I really,
really
like that
good.
game, Corey. Come on.
That was a really, really fun game. I rented it for a couple weeks and everything, and I played the hell out of it. Me and my brother would have like hour matches every day, just because it was so cool. It's like to have like Batman versus Superman and stuff like that, and it was just awesome.
Yeah.
To me, it was everything that was great about Mortal Kombat 9, and then you throw DC superheroes in the mix and just up the scale of destruction and everything by like to 11, and it's awesome. Plus, the story is actually really good because it's based on the Injustice comic, which is an amazing DC comic. If any of you guys are comic book fans, I highly recommend picking it up. So, anyways, that's my top 3. Anybody else?
I only have
Sure.
the top one.
I'd have to do top 2 because I can't think of a third one, but definitely Injustice: Gods Among Us. I mean, heck, we beat that one night we rented it, Corey. That was freaking.
God, that took you and me played that for about 5 hours straight, and we would pass the controller back and forth between matches.
Yeah, yeah. But
God, that took. It was Manny who beat Superman. Manny beat Superman.
after how many deaths?
I think we died easily over 24 times.
Yeah, yeah.
It took us a long time. We spent probably an hour beating just Superman and Doomsday.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. And that was on normal mode?
No, that was on medium difficulty.
Yeah.
Which, if you know, on NetherRealms games for like Mortal Kombat and stuff, Mortal Kombat's fucking hard, even on easy.
Oh
mode.
man, Shao Kahn was a bitch in Mortal Kombat 9.
Oh God, I know, man. There's no tutorial or anything. Thankfully, Injustice has a great fighting game tutorial.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it did. Second choice, and I think this is released, this year, early this year, is actually the free MMO Neverwinter for the PC.
Ooh, did you actually played that?
I love this game. And
I love it as well. It's a great
dangerously
game.
fun. It's very tempting. Although the one weird thing is, and you'll see for yourself, the rogue class deals more damage than the fighter class with the sword and shield, which to me makes no sense.
Which is weird because that's
Yeah.
what my class is, and I feel like an underpowered wimp at times.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
But yeah, really to my surprise, it's very addicting, and I told myself I wouldn't get involved in something like that, but yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think for me that would be my game of the year. Just because.
Now here's the thing. If I was to do a top 5,
Mhm.
I would have to add another 2 3DS games in there. Because Shimigami Tensei is actually rather good.
Mhm.
I think it's good. Especially it's pretty much Double Summoner, but kind of like a director's cut. And Double Summoner was already really good. But then you have Luigi's Mansion, which was really good. It was really charming and everything. The puzzles are great. The bosses were rather challenging at times. Well, challenging, but it's kind of frustrating just because this is a game where you have to have the 3D on. You really do. However, sometimes they'll ask you to use the gyro mechanic, and moving a 3DS with the 3D screen does not work. So that was my only gripe with the game. That's actually why I didn't make top 3. Lara Croft was up there just because that was one of the most amazing single-player experiences I've ever played. I think it was better than the Uncharted games.
Wow.
So
really?
Yeah, actually, last night I watched like the Tomb Raider movie of the game because I don't have the game, so I just watch all the cutscenes and gameplays like this person put together as like a really long 3-hour movie.
It's super cinematic.
It is. I stayed up. I watched it at 10. I'm like, okay, I'll just watch an hour of it. I saw the whole thing. It was amazing. It's like I don't have a PlayStation 3, so I think I'll do that with the Last of Us. I'll just watch like someone make a cinematic of it, and I'll just watch that.
I'm tempted to do that at this point just because I really want to know the story and everything. But God, there's just some things you have to experience, and it kills me that I can't find anywhere where you can actually experience that.
No, yeah, because I was watching Tomb Raider, and like there were some moments where I'm just like freaking out at some of the like cinematic moments, and like some of the gameplay I'm watching, I'm like I would be even more freaking out if I'm actually playing this. But I mean, I still got that sort of reaction that I think I would playing it, but...
No, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Nathan Drake more as a character than Laura, just because the guy, he's pretty much Nathan Fillion, the video game character.
That because he's a male, so
I freaking love Nathan Fillion.
Not to sound sexist, but it's just more believable if the male was a male character.
No, it's not. No. I know, it's like Drake completely reminds me of Nathan Fillion, which I freaking love the shit out of stuff like Firefly and stuff like
ODST, man, he was Buck.
Oh God, yeah. But like I think he's just one of the coolest. He made one of the coolest anti-hero characters ever. And Nathan Drake is not a hero. He is an anti-hero. He is very selfish. So I think he's like the perfect video game anti-hero right now. People will say Kratos. I think Kratos is like really freaking one-dimensional. I'm not a big fan of Kratos, so I do love the God of War games though. Those are great.
Yeah.
Has anybody here played the new God of War game?
I'm a Microsoft dude, so no.
That's true. Manny, have you played it?
I have not for it.
Well, you could have gone to Blockbuster. They had it there for $8.
Wait, a Blockbuster still exists?
Yeah, our Blockbuster, which is like the last one in, like one of the last ones in Missouri, is shutting down, and I think they closed in like 2 days. And I think so. They're pretty much cleaned out now, I guess. But when I went there last Friday, they were selling their entire game stock for $8, like Hitman Absolution and Far Cry 3 and Crysis 2 and stuff like that, all for $8.
Oh, you should have been on board for that.
I would have, but I just didn't have the money. And actually, a lot of those games I played, so I had no interest.
Okay.
It's weird. I kind of hate. I'm now kind of like this. It's being someone who keeps up constantly with video games is kind of a blessing and a curse. It's just like, yeah, I get all these great new experiences constantly all the time, but god damn it, like once you play through it now, there's not a whole lot of replayability in games.
Yeah, and I think one of IGN did an interview with one of the Bungie's one of the head guy from Bungie that made Destiny and Halo. He said one of the Halo's biggest tragedies was that it has no replay value for campaign.
Yeah. Which I could see that's probably what their biggest focus on is for Destiny, is to just seamlessly blend multiplayer with single player, which is pretty much what it seems to be doing.
Yeah, and got me hooked. I'm very interested in the game.
Now I have to say, okay, now as we've talked about this previous, now that we're finished talking about the first half of this year, let's talk about looking forward to the rest of this year. What is our most anticipated 3 games?
Ooh.
I will go first. My top 3 anticipated games are number 3 is going to be Watch Dogs. Because that looks freaking sweet. Mm-hmm. It really does. It took everything, I think. I thought it was like, what about making a modern day Assassin's Creed, but very hacker-esque, since that's what I think the future of Assassins will be, is electronically and everything. That's kind of seems what it is. It kind of seems what it is. I'm so freaking tongue-twisted right now.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. I'm going to go out on a limb and say The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. A Link Between Worlds, and for the 3DS. Which is the sequel, which is sort of like the sequel to A Link to the Past, and I'm really looking forward to a new 2D Zelda game. I think we've been overdue for one for a while. But my most anticipated game of this year is actually, hold on, I'm gonna replace number 2. There's gonna be 2 number 2s. Battlefield 4 has my interest. It really does. And that's because I'm a huge Battlefield fan. I like the fact that there's going to be 64 players on consoles now. Well, for next-gen consoles. It looks really pretty. The squad mechanics looked a lot more refined. I also like... Sorry. I mentioned Commander Mode is back. Did I?
No.
No. Yes, Commander Mode is back. And I loved Commander Mode because it gave a much more... feel that you're actually on a battlefield, that you were receiving orders and stuff like that. It made it much more tactical. Made it very. I think that's what set it apart from Call of Duty the most. And that, and also the environments are now 100% indestructible. You can bring down skyscrapers in multiplayer matches to change the map. That just sounds awesome. That sounds so cool.
No, you can play in them and then you can destroy them.
And I'm just looking forward to just the insanity that's going to be. It's just like, oh, there's a team of snipers in that building. Fuck it, let's bring the building down. It's like everybody gets C4. Just like it's like, oh, what about those guys right in the building? They're going up. It's like, cover the stairways. Hey, what's that noise? Dink, dink.
Hey, look, they're retreating. Wow, I don't know.
I wonder what's going on. And as the building's coming down, they jump into a helicopter and crash into a street pole. Mm-hmm. It always happens.
Or they parachute down and then like a jet just, smacks
Who's
them.
seen the videos where like people will like literally snipe jet pilots out of their cockpits and then steal their jets in mid-flight? That stuff is sick.
I have yet to see that.
It's really good.
I gotta watch that.
Blows your mind when someone does it. And then, so my number 1 game for 2013 that I am absolutely looking forward to is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, you Corey.
This game, I was not super hyped on this until I saw the gameplay trailer 2 days ago.
Yep.
And then I always saw like that they're so going out of the, like this Grand Theft Auto looks very different. It looks to me like for combat mechanics they're incorporating a lot of stuff that they picked up in Max Payne 3. Like if you notice when you kill a guy, there's an X on your crosshair on your dot to know that you killed him. And then they also incorporated the weapon wheel, so you don't have an unlimited amount of weapons, which I think makes firefights and planning for like going on battles with multiplayer and everything makes it a little bit more strategic, and you have to plan. So I look forward to team deathmatches instead of just like, it's like, oh, he's hiding behind that crate, pop, oh, I just got shot, ow. And that's kind of what it. Who here has played Grand Theft Auto 4 multiplayer?
Yeah, but it's like one of the best times I ever had, though.
Mm-hmm.
Cops and Crooks is amazing.
It is.
I just didn't like team deathmatch. It felt so boring.
Nah, I just like to free roam with my friends and just kill. We just kill each other.
I'm looking forward to like free mode. It's just like, hey guys, let's go bike riding, and then like some dick in a jet crashes us.
Let's go bike riding because we don't do that in the real world.
Hey guys, let's go bike riding. Let's go lose pounds. It's exactly like San Andreas.
Let's exercise with our virtual characters, but let's not exercise
yeah.
outside.
I think the coolest mechanic is how they came up with the idea of having 3 protagonists, but when you switch between them, there are protagonists that you switch to. So if I was switching from Michael to Trevor, Michael was sitting in his house doing his own thing, but Trevor, while as you're playing as Michael, could be doing something completely different. He's off doing his own thing. So when you switch to Trevor, who knows? You might be switching into him as he's getting chased by a bajillion cops. It just sounds really freaking cool. So, and it sounded cool and it looked cool. And to me, that's what caught my attention. That, and you can plan multiple ways to do heists. I thought that sounded really cool. And just the overall world has super intrigued me way more than Grand Theft Auto 4. In Grand Theft Auto 4, I liked Nico, but I hated all the other characters. I really did.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with that.
But that was my top 3 for that's my most anticipated 4, whatever, for this year. So what is yours, Manny?
Okay, number 3 for me is gonna be Killzone Shadowfall.
Of course.
Yes, graphics and gameplay look promising. Number 2, I would have to say is going to be Pokemon X and Y, just because
There are so many good
some of the
games.
gameplay features they're gonna put in. Especially like the concept where you have a deeper connection with the Pokemon, and supposedly you can like feed them and stuff and do more things with
Did
them.
you just say you could eat Pokemon?
No.
It's about
That'd be
time.
About time. I want some steak.
Oh,
The magic
come
card.
here, milk tank.
But yeah, Pokemon X and Y would be my number 2, but of course number 1 was also Corey's choice, which is Grand Theft Auto 5. So that'd be it.
Alright, so I guess it's my turn. Alright, so my number 3 is gonna be Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate.
Really?
Yeah, comes out
Really?
this September. Hey, Corey, this is my list.
All right.
I'm excited because I'm getting the complete Dead or Alive, hopefully the one that it should have been when it first came out. And we're getting new characters. 2 of them are from Ninja Gaiden, Rachel, and I forgot the other one. I never played Ninja Gaiden, so I don't know her name. Anyways, 2 Ninja Gaiden characters. We're getting another Virtual Fighter 5 character, and we're getting 2 characters that weren't in the previous ones, Ein and this is disappointing. I can't know what's his name. It's not Bayman. It's not Bayman. What's the other guy? You should know this one. You know, you played Dead or Alive.
I don't know this one.
You don't know this one? It's the Iranian guy. He's the soldier. Leon there. That's Leon. I know it's a weird name, but yeah, Leon. And then we're getting some classic stages, and then just more outfits.
So, really?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. What? I can't be excited for that? I'll post more videos.
I'm just not a fan of re-releases, really.
Oh, I know, but think of it as like one giant expansion. It's not gonna be $60 anyways.
What, it's gonna be 20?
No, it's like 40, but that's okay.
Damn.
All right, my number 2 is gonna be Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
I was waiting for somebody to say that,
Yeah.
and that looks really good. Everybody knows how big of a step it was between Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. To me, this feels like the big step that Assassin's Creed 3 should have been.
Yes, I do agree.
Because Assassin's Creed 3, while it was different, it changed. I think it ruined the Assassin's Creed formula in a bit. Because one of the things I liked is you could take multiple options to take your targets. Assassin's Creed 3 felt super linear.
Yeah, they were just really focusing on story for this one, which really...
And the ending sucked ass.
Oh, I mean, the thing about the Assassin's Creed endings is that what I like is that they continue right where they left off. They're just giant cliffhangers.
For the most part.
No, they all been like that. All of them are like cliffhangers.
Yeah. Except for 3. That was just a big what the fuck.
It's gonna be explained.
Better.
Exactly. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited about the pirates thing. You know, free roaming. There's no more incognito. That's gone.
Incognito's gone?
Yep. Because I mean,
Really?
Yeah, it's gone.
So how do you know when you're stealth then when you're not?
I mean, you're.
Oh, I mean,
I mean,
hold
they're
on,
not
wait a
gonna. I
second.
mean, because you're in the. Because it's an open world, so you're not gonna be like wanted like everywhere you go.
Because you're a pirate.
You're a pirate.
Of course.
I mean, so certain locations, I'm sure you. I mean, they'll be more on guard, but I mean, they'll always be like searching for you. But if you go to this other town, they're not even looking for you, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You know. And then we get
Yeah.
to kill some whales, piss off PETA. You know, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
If you do know any friends of yours who are vegetarians, play that
I
game
know
in front of
a
them.
few vegans.
Or do the
I have a
whaling
vegan
mini
friend.
game in front of your vegan friends.
Yes.
That would be hilarious.
Oh,
And so that was your number 2, wasn't it?
Yes. So my number
What was
one
your number?
is gonna be Destiny.
That's not coming out this year.
Never mind then. Shit, I knew that
I was
wasn't.
gonna
So
say,
Destiny isn't coming out till like
2014.
fall next.
That's right.
Yeah, like fall next year at least.
That's right.
if he says that, then I call Titanfall, 'cause that's pretty awesome.
If you guys are gonna say that, then I'm gonna say the Division.
Well, I'm just gonna take it back. I'm just gonna say something else. Let's see.
Or if we're gonna do that, might as well say Final Fantasy 15.
No,
Yeah,
no,
really.
No, I
hard.
take back my Destiny then, because I don't want to say Grand Theft Auto 5 because it's already been taken. I mean, it's just.
You can't have 3 Grand Theft Auto 5.
No, you
Yes.
know what? You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say South Park: The Stick of Truth.
I completely forgot about that game.
Yeah,
I really
because it
did.
is supposed to come out this fall, I believe.
It better.
I believe it's supposed to come out.
Ubisoft, like that game was given to Ubisoft pretty much almost finished.
Yeah. So I think it is supposed to come out. Like, I'm not sure because I think their trailer announced a year. I'm not sure, but I think it's supposed to come out this year.
That game's gonna be good. I just have a feeling.
Yeah. So I think I mean that's my number one because it'll be unexpected fun. Almost.
I think what I think have we all noticed that this year it seems like the year of comedy games? Like we've been getting a lot of like comedy indie games recently. We've also had the release of Deadpool. We've also had the
Okay.
release of Far Cry, which which was okay. It was the game itself was crap, but my god, that was a funny game.
Mhm.
That was really funny. I loved the segment where like Cable is like ranting on. It's like you must save the future, Wade, and Deadpool's just like make it in, please. It's just like telling you to pull the trigger. And so like Wade kills himself, and he's like, damn it, Wade, sorry. I'm sorry. Does nobody find it funny that Deadpool's schizophrenic self tells him to kill himself after he's been ranting, after Cable's ranting about futuristic shit?
Yeah, I mean,
My favorite
Yeah.
part is when you get to slap Wolverine around. That was pretty hilarious.
I've not
I
played
love
that
this-
game, but I did see the Angry Joe review. So
That's because I like slapping people.
Yeah.
That's because the player keeps pressing the buttons. This is like, how much C4 do we need? Well, 27 ounces. Well, fuck that. What's that in American? Carry the 7 and fuck that. Just use all of it. And that was a funny game. Then there was Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
oh yeah, that looked cool.
Mhm.
I didn't. play
That was really funny. Just it was, and the great thing was is like it was a game that was completely self-aware. It was a game poking so much fun at itself and its campiness that you can't help but laugh at it. I mean, the part where it's just like here, if you take this this injection, you'll be as strong as this boss guy. It's just like, no, ma'am, I don't do drugs. Got a lady back home. Oh, you got a wife? Yes. It's like, no, ma'am, Lady Liberty. Winners don't do drugs.
Oh, Battle Block Theater was another funny game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I
And
forgot
then we
that
got
also came out this year, so I can add
know-
another game to my Bablock Theater
Yeah,
and
we got
Venom
then we
Breakers.
got South Park: The Stick of Truth, and then we got Saints Row 4, and then GTA always has a bit of humor at it. And did you anybody notice when in the browser, like the web browser that was in the gameplay, that the cursor was the middle finger?
No, I did not.
Did
No,
nobody
I
notice
noticed
that?
Are you gonna change your cursor to that now, Corey?
Yes, I am. So whenever people send me farm requests, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I don't think they
Fuck
can see
you.
that.
Anyways, so I believe that is the middle segment.
Yeah.
This is a long episode.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyways, it's time to move on to my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It is time for people doing stupid shit. Hit the music.
Ah, shit.
We suck.
We've been off
What's
game for
doing
the
it? I don't know
past
about you
2
guys.
weeks. What the hell?
Damn it, man, we're not going to be ready for the battle if we keep this up.
Alright, so I got some funny. I think this is stupid. I think, well, for promotion wise, I guess, but it's a condom.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, you know,
Condom.
like, what's a symbol?
We didn't say BMX Triple X on it.
No. But it does say get lucky, if you know what I mean, you know, because, yeah.
Were they Daft Punk
Oh,
branded
gosh.
condoms?
Corey, you are right.
What?
That's right. Daft Punk condoms. Get lucky. Dual partners with Durex for random access memories. Yeah, condoms. Yeah. I am serious. You can purchase Daft Punk condoms. It will, like, the cover of it has their album and it says "Get Lucky." Well, are you looking this up? So you, yeah, I would show you the, I would give you the link. So I'm not BSing, Corey.
What the fuck is this?
There you go. Look at the condom.
Please, no.
Yes,
No. No.
you're a Daft Punk fan, Corey. So I mean, this story's mainly for you. I think it's stupid because I mean,
Oh, dear
I don't know
God.
why. It's funny. I
Oh.
really find this funny, stupid, but I think you should buy one and hold on to it.
Oh. Oh, man. Wow.
Yep, there you go.
Just wow. Well, Manny, now we got something to put in your wallet.
Yeah. Oh, one more time, condom.
No, that's the second song you play after the.
They
first
got,
one's
and then they
finished.
got one branded condom for those who are alone. Digital love.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Harder, faster.
All right, so this was.
Get Daft Punk's harder, better, faster, stronger cream. You'll be feeling it in 10
Oh,
minutes.
gee. Wait, shouldn't that be the Viagra pill name?
Oh God. This is if side effects go on for longer than 4 hours, drop the bass.
Okay, so this person just has shitty friends because he made a Facebook post saying that he's in a relationship. So you know, when you see that in your Facebook, you kind of like the comments. It's like, oh, congratulations, you gotta, you're in a relationship. Good for you. Well,
Good for you. You found another expense.
yeah. Well, his Facebook status, let's just say it got out of hand with the comments because of his friends.
Oh dear God, what happened? Did someone call a hitman?
No.
Oh, thank God, I'm not right again.
No, his friends basically tried to guess the name of his girlfriend. So,
Oh dear God.
so here's some of the names they thought of. Thought it might be his new girlfriend's name. Pamela Henderson, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Henson,
Oh, geez.
A Lindsay Lohan. uh, then someone just put Han Solo.
God.
We also got Orlando Bloom. And the list goes on. We got, let's see, Gwyneth Paltrow,
God.
Pamela Hayek. Let's see. Then Handy Potter and the
No, no.
yeah, Handy Potter, yeah. Oh, Handoff the Grey,
Oh God.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Should have been hand off the white.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, there's so much more, but this is all his friends that's done this. There's a Kevin,
Oh.
Tyler, Tom, Hannah, and then a bunch of his friends, Ryan, Evan. It's just all his friends, just like team up and just like did this to him. It was supposed to be like a good moment for him. It's like, yeah, I'm in a relationship. I'm gonna share it to all my Facebook friends, and they just like ruined it. They just brought it down.
Okay, Manny. Just so you know, if you ever if you update your relationship status, I might do the same thing.
I will do the
Oh,
same as
you're
well,
horrible.
Manny, as well as for you, as well as for you.
You guys are horrible.
Yes, and I will make a Facebook post on the Overshield page so all our fans can do the same to you too, so everyone can be part of it. Come on, community, do this. It's a community mission. If these two are ever in a relationship,
But here's the thing now, Manny's now going to be bound and determined to not get a girlfriend.
Oh no, I'll get one. I'll just keep it secret from you two.
I'll post it.
I will find out, Manny. I will be like General Zod. I will find her!
I just saw that movie again today. I know, he just makes it obvious. I will find him. And the people holding Zod back, they just can't do their job right because he keeps getting closer to the council and Jarrell's wife.
Hey, I guess it's because Zod's such a badass.
No, he's not the badass. The girl stole the film.
Theodora, yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
Anyway,
One more
well,
story.
I can see why she stole the film for you.
Okay, I'm curious. Why is it?
We'll let the viewers decide on that one.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on to
The final
our final segment.
No, I got one more story.
You got one more?
One more story.
We're actually doing 3 this
Yeah,
time?
we're doing 3 this time. This one's a good one. And guess what? It's in Florida.
Oh, God. You have to do the jingle.
You want to do the jingle or not? I'm giving you an option this time.
I don't want to do the jingle
All right,
right
we
now.
don't have to do the jingle right now. But anyways, okay, so you apply for a job. So what would you do after you hand out your, application?
I would go hunt bees.
You go hunt bees. Manny, what would you do after you hand the application to the store you're applying to?
Good question.
He would just cuddle with his beagle.
You know what? Yeah, I'd probably chalk it up to that.
Okay. Well, this person decides to rob the store after he applied to work there.
What?
Okay.
So he's not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer.
No. he's not. Yeah, Anthony Thomas, 33, filled out a job application at a gas station in Florida, and immediately before robbing the place.
God.
Apparently, he was very thorough in his application, though, because police were able to use the details he provided to track him down after the robbery.
Wow.
Yeah, Thomas filled out his form around.
That is definitely somebody doing stupid shit.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that
Darwin
is-
Award right there.
Mhm.
That is a Darwin Award.
Yeah.
And now we just need to hand out like awards to people for when they do something really fucking stupid.
Like at the end, we should just collect the dumbest stories, and like let's say the end of the year.
It's a trophy of a monkey sticking a fork in an outlet. There you go. That's the trophy right there.
But yeah, that's what he grabbed about $130 according to the banner, the owner, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he got that. He didn't even get much. Stupid. But yeah, that's all. That's all I have. So if you want to continue making jokes about Florida, how effed up it is, but yeah, go right ahead.
No more bath salts in Florida, I guess.
Not yet. He'll make a rebound. He'll come back.
He'll come back, yeah. Anyways, that is the end of People Do Stupid Shit. It's time to move on to shoutouts. Alright, so who wants to go first?
I actually have a shout out. My shout out would go to the good folks who do it yourself videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, I had the mistake of running into a freshly paved road this week, but it was the only route I could take, so there wasn't any way of getting around it. And I drive a white Honda, so naturally the underside got tons and tons of tar all over it. And for a while there, yeah, I thought I was screwed, but funny enough, I was watching a lot of DIY videos, and they were saying that WD-40 was the stuff to get it out. So I tried it, and it got it all out. So thank you, folks.
Dude, WD-40 can do everything from getting the tar off the underside of your car to babysitting your kids.
I don't know about that last one, but yeah.
Well, I'm going to try that one.
I guess my shout out will go to The Legend of Korra. It just came out on Blu-ray and DVD this week. I got it, and it is amazing. I love the show. I love the Last Airbender show, and with The Legend of Korra, they did justice to it. I think it's even a little bit better than The Last Airbender. But I love that show. Have you guys seen that show?
I have not heard a lot of hype.
Yes, I have seen bits and pieces of Legend of Korra.
It's really good. I recommend watching it. I mean, were you a fan of the original series?
Of the original series?
Well, yeah, The Last Airbender, Avatar.
Yeah, I got into it myself, honestly.
Yeah, then if you like the original, then you'll like The Legend of Korra. But even if you haven't seen the original one, you should still watch it because it's still a good show.
Yeah, it is a good show. I will admit. So my shout out goes to the retard of the year who made a petition on the White House page to make Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus our new national anthem, saying it is what is best for this country. It has gotten 987 signatures, and that means that it is 987 people we can wipe off the face of the planet, and nobody will miss them.
Do you not like the
who here agrees with me? This is probably the most retarded thing ever. It just doesn't make sense.
No, I absolutely agree. It is retarded.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the Death Star to be built.
I know, man. When is that big? Like, I just imagine the Death Star instead. Like, it's going to be like a giant version of Mount Rushmore, but it's Obama's face floating in the air above all the cities. It's just like this is like there's a big megaphone. Hope and peace. Hope. Anyways, that is enough about me politicizing for probably ever. I don't like to do it. But that is the end of Pixels and Bits episode 37 on theovershield.com. My name is Corey.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Manny.
And we'll see you all next time, folks. Bye.
Laters.
Yeah.
Suck a big cannolis.